degrees. That is all I ask. 10 degrees cooler and I could forget all of this. It is hotter in here than it was yesterday. Not only is that a bore, that is just plain lousy. What is wrong with this?
Hey! No, Maggie, you break that.
Mr. McBride, it's an oven in here.
Well, let me have a look at it.
McBride and Ryan.
Yeah, can I speak to Pete Ryan, please?
Yes, who's calling?
Wayne Newton.
Beg your pardon?
Newton. Newton.
That's what I thought you said. One moment, please. Wayne Newton's on the phone.
Yeah, fine.
Fine, that is Wayne Newton. He's the biggest nightclub entertainer in the world.
Yes, all right, yes.
Well, he wants to talk to Mr. Ryan.
Well, but to get Mr. Ryan then.
But he's in his afternoon meditation.
Afternoon minute. Just once, I would think it would be nice if he greeted the day sometime before late afternoon, wouldn't you?
I guess so. Mr. Newton, could you just hold on one moment, please, sir? Mr. Ryan? Mr. Ryan?
Yeah.
Mr. Ryan, I'm sorry to awaken you, but Wayne Newton's on the phone.
Okay, put him on.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ugly. It's the voice out of your bass. What are you up to?
Oh, busy, you know. You know how it is for us working stiffs.
Yeah. Listen, is Sandra there yet?
Not yet.
I guess she got hung up in traffic. Look, when she gets there, Pete, would you tell her that I changed my mind? I really don't need her for tomorrow.
Okay. You got it.
Do me a favor, Pete, would you? Go easy with her because she's still all shook up about her old man.
You can count on me, Wayne.
I appreciate it, pal. Talk to you.
See ya. Maggie, what are you doing down there?
I like it down there, Mr. Ryan. It's cooler.
Can you buzz down to Malcolm and tell him I'd like to have some breakfast? The usual, okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations. I didn't think you were going to make it today.
Well, you know how it is, Mac, when you're up late at night chasing clues.
Clues?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I think I might have a new client for us.
Blonde, redhead, or brunette?
As a matter of fact, I've never met the lady. But I know her name. Her name is Sandra Summers, and she was recommended to us by Wayne Newton. You remember Wayne, huh?
Yeah, I remember Wayne, one of your more distinguished friends. But you know how I feel about Las Vegas people.
The girl's father was killed in an airplane accident, Mac. But she thinks it was murder.
What does the National Transportation Safety Board think?
It was an accident.
Well, there you are. Pete, while you were sleeping this morning, I was going over the books. We're not in good shape. Drained as we are by our investment in Malcolm's Folly, Kazuki Bar, we're in no position to take on any charity clients or go on in any wild geese chases.
Goose.
Thank you, Goose. So ask the lady to take her business elsewhere.
What's the matter with him?
The Piercero's been running rough lately. You know how it gets his blood pressure up. Freezing?
Morning, Wang. Eggs on, coffee on, toast on, bacon on. Right on, Wang.
How you doing, Pete? Listen, what's wrong with Mac? He came storming through here like Attila the Hun.
Carries heavy financial burdens, Malcolm. Yours and mine, okay? I'll see if I can pacify him.
All right. Wang, what the hell are you doing there? The customers out there. Where's the chicken gumbo?
Well, Wayne said that you looked like a professional tennis player who's too lazy to practice much.
Yeah, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not.
Where is the great detective?
The great detective?
Yes. I'm relieved to have you people on my team. I really am.
The great detective is over there. Hey, Mac.
Yeah.
This is, Sandra Summers, the girl I was telling you about.
How do you do, Miss Summers?
Hi.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm at a rather ticklish point here. Hand me that distributor wrench, Pete.
Which one?
22. He's been idling a little rough.
Miss McBride, I'm pleased that you're taking this case. I need a man of your background and your experience to help me with this.
Pete, I think you should tell Miss Summers about our talk.
You going to be in there all day?
She's been idling a little rough on one cylinder.
Mr. McBride, why don't you try blowing out the butterfly choke valve? It tends to play hell with the firing cycle on this model.
Where did you learn about engines?
My dad was a mechanical genius. I guess a little something rubbed off.
Is that so?
Besides, the Pierce 36 was a favorite of his.
He owned one of these?
Genuine metal grill bumpers, skim lights, 6-volt battery under the seat. The same model.
That's so fancy that. I'd like to hear about that sometime. Yeah. The butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, well, inasmuch as we're going to talk business, what's the point in standing out here in this heat? Why don't you come inside to the office? Could I carry your bag for you?
Please. Enjoy your breakfast. Breakfast.
The help here are all foreign. They don't understand the language too well.
Yeah, this is obviously an old map of parts of Nevada. Now, how does this tie in with your father's death, Miss Summers?
Well, the day his plane crashed, he was taking aerial photographs of the area marked in red.
There's some writing down here I don't understand. Do you know what that means?
Macuna Indian. I don't understand what it means either, except for that one word means danger.
Where?
There.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's best friend was an old barnstormer named Ted Grierson. And about 6 months ago, Ted claimed to have stumbled on some fortune in the desert, somewhere in that circle. He didn't say what it was. He just inferred that it was going to put them on Easy Street for the rest of their lives. A few days later, Grierson took off on a routine cross-country flight in perfect weather conditions. And he vanished.
No distress signal? No sign of any wreckage?
Nothing. It was like the Bermuda Triangle swallowed him up a few miles outside of Vegas.
And, when your father was killed, you linked him to Grierson's death?
Mr. McBride, my dad was a Global Airlines captain of captains. He had 22,000 hours in his logbook. Now, they said that he was stunt flying through a canyon and was slammed into a cliff by a downdraft. There's no way he would have done anything that idiotic.
Well, the key to it will have to be in this red circle thing here. I'll get a hold of Maggie. We'll get a couple of reservations to Las Vegas, and...
well, that won't be necessary, Mac. You see, Sandra will fly us up.
I'm Wayne Newton's personal pilot. I've got his Learjet waiting for us out at Van Nuys Airport.
Is that a fact? Interfere with your nocturnal activities.
I promise you, I'm not going to injure myself.
No, I'm not thinking of you. I'm thinking of her. That's a very unusual human being. Any girl who understands the firing cycle of a V8 engine is a rare and precious creature.
My appreciation for her is based upon engineering principles. I'm just going to take her out to a few spots I know and to dinner. Cheer her up.
Very good, very good.
I'm just going to take her out to a few spots I know. Dinner. Cheer her up.
Oh, yeah. How much do you need?
That'll be fine, Mac. I'll see you later, huh? Thanks.
Deborah Lane, Blackjack Pit. Deborah Lane. Okay, Jake, Martin Howard, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Reservation for Frank McBride.
Oh, yes, sir. You just register?
Jimmy Newman, to the showroom, please. Jimmy Newman.
Room 2315, Mr. McBride. The bellboy will show you the way.
Thank you. What's all the commotion?
Wayne Newton's having a press conference.
I know so. Yeah, go ahead.
Laura Melcher.
There you have it. If you all want to gather in a circle around me, I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or nervous. It's the very beautiful Princess Topasana and a group of the Macuna tribe doing the very exciting Dance of the Four Winds. And do me a favor, gang. Give them a big play tomorrow, will you?
Say, Wayne, you called a press conference, not an audition. What's the significance of the dancing?
Well, Sig, as you know, I've associated myself with the Macuna suit to regain a big hunk of Nevada land. And the dance is just simply symbolic of the tribe's intentions of, shall we say, getting their act together. I mean, let's face it, hell, nothing very important has happened to these people in the last 400 years since their ancestors came up from Guatemala.
Question. As I recall, the last time the Indians danced that jig, it resulted in the massacre of around 200 white and red men. Are you advocating violence to win their case?
Of course not. These people are a minority among minorities. The dance is just simply a way of drawing some attention to their case.
What is their case?
Well, that is a legal point. And this is not a cop-out, but I do have a show to do. So why don't I introduce you to Dale Apsey, who has become world famous as defending the underdog. But I do want to say one thing. You know, Indians are Americans. The first Americans. They fought, were decorated, and died in our wars. So for me, this is a moral issue. But that's not what you want to hear, is it? Ladies and gentlemen, Dale Apsey.
The suit is grounded in the so-called Indian Renaissance.
Mr. Newton.
Yes, sir. Oh, have you got a pen?
No, I don't want an autograph. My name is Frank McBride.
Well, what can I do for you, Frank?
I'm a private investigator.
Oh, well, look, I've got a guy by the name of Greenberg who works for me full-time, Frank, doing nothing but accepting summonses. So do me a favor and go bug him, will you?
No, you don't understand. I'm working for Sandra Summers.
Oh, you're Pete Ryan's partner.
That's right.
Where is that rotten guy?
Oh, he's around here somewhere. What I wanted to talk to you...
Well, look, Frank, Sandy's an incredible lady. And this thing with her father really upset her. And I honestly thought we should put her in contact with someone that could really kind of give her a straight shuffle, you know, until she cools off.
You don't think Beth Summers was murdered?
Well, look, I don't know about that, Frank, but whatever amount of money it takes or energy on my part, just...
You're on in 3 minutes, Wayne.
Thank you very much.
Our contention on behalf of the Macunas is that the 275,000 acres you see outlined on the map were improperly taken from their forefathers. Now, my clients are exercising great control in the face of the incredible delays in the white man's legal system. But I assure you, we intend to do everything within the letter of the law.
Well, what I wanted to talk to you about was that the whole thing...
Well, look, Frank, let's make it tomorrow, okay? At my place after 11 o'clock, because I work late.
Whatever you say, yeah.
Thank you.
See you later.
Hey, do you want me to wait? Cabs are pretty hard to get here.
Yeah, will you hang on for me?
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
It was my pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow.
You are a very unusual man. I don't think I've ever been out with an ex-con before.
Well, I don't want to surprise you, but there's a lot of us around.
Most of the men I see are predictable. Pilots, mechanics, that sort. I wish we'd met under different circumstances. The only two things I'm interested in right now are finding my dad's killer and being the best pilot in the world.
That's fair enough. You know, it wouldn't be hard to fall in love with a girl like you. Under different circumstances.
That report you asked for, Bryce. I must say it reads like a post-mortem.
Well, spare me the editorial comment.
Now,
Minota Minerals is worth $30 million on paper. Break that down, you got yourself a shell. You know we're being audited by the IRS, and unless we come up with some heavy cash pronto, you are finished. That whole house of cards comes tumbling down.
Telephone, Mr. Clouston.
Thank you. Who is this?
it's me, Quirt.
It's Quirt. Go.
She hired a couple of private cops, Mr. Clouston, but in England like Pride and
At the dunes, what do you want me to do?
Watch him hang back and report to me daily.
You got it.
Can we stall an audit?
Week, maybe 2, not more.
You know what we're playing for out there in the desert, don't you? $50 million?
Enough to balance the books.
And keep us out of prison.
Why did you have to kill Grierson? Hang a murder rap over our heads.
He's going to talk to the Indians, and you know what that would have meant.
I know it got Bat Summers into the act.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but it got to be a problem.
I never figured on this.
Neither did I, but we're both in it, so we'll handle it like any other problem. So, we can't afford to let those private eyes stir things up. Not now, not since we're so close. I'm afraid they'll have to go.
Some airplane. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah. P-51 World War II fighter. Belongs to Bryce Clouston. He started the Bunker Hill Air Force.
The Bunker Hill Air Force? What is that?
A bunch of flying freaks who got together and bought up these little beauties. They put on dogfights for charity and generally keep alive the Knights of the Air legend from World War I.
And your father was in this?
Co-founder. And that was his special baby.
What is that?
It's S1. Look at the lines of that plane. It's got a 180 horsepower Lycoming engine. It does 150 knots at 10,000 feet. It's a real gem. My dad wouldn't let me do anything with paint her till I'd flown about 500 hours.
Don't tell me. This is, Come Fly With Me, yeah?
Right. The Red Baron. Belongs to Brad Pendergast. He does the shows for us.
What part do you play?
They let me pull the chocks away. Sometimes.
I wouldn't mind pulling the chalks away myself.
Anyway, it's bad enough that they see me jockeying Wayne's plane all over the sky. I can understand that, you know? You want to see my dad's office?
Right.
It's over there. Come on.
Well, I see what you mean when you said your father was crazy about airplanes. What are these photographs?
My dad took them just before he crashed.
They look like miles and miles of sweet nothing to me.
Yeah, that's what he said. He spent hours poring over them trying to figure out what Ted Grierson had found.
You said yesterday that Grierson was barnstorming.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he leave the airlines?
Drink, mostly. He hit a rough spot in the 60s and he got canned. And then he pulled himself together and bought a little 130 to ferry gamblers around when they wanted to go someplace. And he'd borrow my dad's Stearman to do some skywriting. I think he was trying to make enough money to get married.
The lady still around?
Mm-hmm. Her name is Charlotte Braverman. She works at Sherry's place.
Sherry's?
Right. He met her when he was ferrying some oil men up there.
You think maybe she might know what he had found?
She might. My dad questioned her, but she clammed up. I think she was scared of something.
I'll have Mac contact her. Maybe he can loosen her up.
Okay, I'm going to go check out the plane.
If we thought a bit about the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware, catch it, our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, baby, and amen. Here's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. One of those things.
Listen, you guys take a 5 and I'll be right back with you, okay? Take a break.
Kick. Take it from the top. 5, 6, 7.
Hey, Mac.
Hi.
Where's that rotten partner of yours this morning?
He's around here somewhere.
Yeah, with Sandy, I'm sure.
Yeah? This, take a look here. On the day that Sandra's father crashed, she was photographing this area, Richard. It's circled in red. We think it might have some connection with his death. And this Indian writing here, I need somebody to interpret it for me. Maybe they can clarify some things here.
Oh, look, Mac, I'm Indian, but I don't speak the language. Sorry about that.
Could you put me on to somebody that does?
Well, that looks like a Macuna map. Princess Toposada should be able to help you.
The lady chief?
Yeah, but she's not too choked up this week about Anglos, Mac, and, but she is a bright lady, and I'm sure she'd be more than willing to help.
Where could I find her?
Well, the guy who should be able to tell you where she's at is the attorney, Dale Apsey. You can find him at the Indian Center down on Fremont Street.
I don't know what went on out there, but your dad set her down in that canyon like a feather.
That's right. That's a message for Frank McBride, room 2315. Thanks.
About the only thing that went was the undercarriage and the prop. If he only hadn't hit his head.
Thanks, Mike. She ready to go?
Yeah, got the airworthiness certificate yesterday.
Okay, I'm going to be taking Mr. Ryan up in about 10 minutes. You want to get me the spare chute and helmet?
Sure thing, Sandy.
That's it?
Yeah.
When you said you'd fly me over the area, I thought you were talking about using Wayne's jet.
That won't go low enough or slow enough for the job we have to do, and if we spot something interesting in the desert, we have to put down. Mike, I want you to meet Pete Ryan. He's going to help you with your chute now.
Hi.
Just put it right on.
Are these flying bathtubs really safe?
Yeah, it's Stearman. The Air Force calls it the PG-17. It's the strongest and the safest trainer made. It's no problem at all. Just snap it right over there.
Open cockpits?
You trusted me in the jet.
Fuck you now.
That's it. Here you go.
In the jet, I was fortified with 6 martinis, you remember?
I'll fly her straight and level all the way, okay? There we go. That's very good.
Pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. While you're a Lucifer to light your fag, smile, boys, that's so style. Hey, what's the use of worrying? It never was worthwhile. So, pack up your troubles in your old kit bag and smile, smile, smile. Hey, woo, hey.
Oh, Bryce, hey, give Bryce a beer. Hey, still polluting the atmosphere in that noisy sausage machine of yours, Bryce?
She was just flying a little left wing low. I was checking the airline adjustment.
Oh, yeah? How you can ever stand being cooped up in that glass house is beyond me. Give me the free, fresh wind in my hair every time.
The only way.
I tell you, you mark my words. The man that invented the retractable undercarriage, he ruined flying forever. Is it true, huh? I'll drink to that.
That's because you always forget to retract it going up. And you know what, Baron? You've never been known to lower it coming down.
Oh, look who's talking. I shot you down 3 times on last Sunday's show, didn't I?
No. Not the way you were skidding around up there, you didn't.
Give me real bullets, boys. And I swear you chair-born warriors will never bend another elbow.
Hey, there goes Sandra.
that old steerman patched up.
Yeah, it was a tough break. Old Bat was probably the hottest pilot we had around. He took you, Baron. Almost any time he wanted.
Such is a damned lie and a slander to His Imperial Majesty's whole Air Force.
He always said Sandra would be better than he was.
What, a girl? Pushing that microwave oven around in the sky? Are you guys? Hey, listen, fellas. She's got radar, VOR, air conditioning, flush toilet. All that flying? Come on. She ever did more than a rate one turn, she'd throw up on his shoes.
Not the way I heard it. She's saying that she can tie you in knots anytime.
Since a Kaiser will have her shot.
There's only one way to prove it, Baron.
That's right, boys. You watch to the skies. I'm going to show that pushy little broad who owns the Fire Blue yonder. What's this? Follow me. Gotta see this.
Circled area certainly takes in a lot of territory my clients are claiming.
This writing here, you got any idea what that means?
I'm afraid I don't read the language, but I'll get someone who does.
Let me ask you, is there anything of any value here? Minerals, water?
Absolutely nothing but arid desert. It's the face of the moon.
Why are your clients so eager to get a hold of this property?
Pride and a sense of outraged justice, I think. After all, we're confident we can show it was taken from them illegally.
What is the legend of the Macunas?
Their forefathers fled north to escape the conquistadors. Somehow along the way, they lost their most prized religious possessions. The legend says they'll never be restored to their former power until they recover them. Tapasana. This gentleman is a private investigator. Wayne sent him over.
How do you do? I admired your dance very much.
Mr. McBride is interested in the disappearance of a flyer over the desert some 6 months ago. He wonders if you can interpret the writing on this map.
What has this to do with your client, Mr. McBride?
I don't know, maybe nothing, but I was curious whether this Indian script here might have something to do with the case.
It says danger. Many snakes are here. This says buffalo grazing. And here, water to the north.
That's all? I guess I've been wasting my time.
I'll see you out.
I'm sorry I bothered you. Good luck with your case. get me Sherry's place, please?
Patricia Staunton.
You mean Sherry's health spot, sir?
Patricia
Well,
Staunton.
whatever it is.
Hotel lobby.
Yes, sir. Booth 5.
5, thank you.
Francine Bond to the white courtesy booth. Debbie B to the lounge, please.
Hello, this is Sherry. May I help you?
Oh, hello. I want to speak with Charlotte Braverman.
Charlotte Braverman.
Please, I understand she works there.
Your name, please.
Frank McBride.
Have you visited us before?
No, I'm from out of town.
I see. Who recommended you, please?
Look, I don't want a treatment. I just want to talk to Miss Braverman.
I'm sorry, we don't have anyone here on staff by that name.
Paging Marlena Serafian. Marlena Serafian, please.
Charlotte. Did you ever hear of a guy named Frank McBride?
No, I don't think so.
No, didn't think you did. She never heard of it.
I reckon then. You sounded like a weirdo, Duchess. That kind we don't need.